And welcome to the Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. And joining us right here today is Bree Bagwell. Bree, how you doing today?
Fantastic. I'm on the road. I think I'm in Ohio.
Oh, that's super exciting. So, why don't we get started by getting to know you a little and tell us a little bit on how you got started in the music industry. Tell us a little more about that.
Sure. I started playing music when I was 14 in a band with my brothers. I have two older brothers, and so they were in college, and that was like the cool thing to do to start a band. And so I started playing in the bars at 14, which my mom was kind of not sure if that was a good move or not. But I've been hooked ever since and taught myself to sing and play, and was lucky enough to start getting shows in college. And after college, I just kind of dove right in.
Oh, that's super exciting. Now, since you mentioned we're on tour, let's chat about your upcoming show on October 29th in the Haymarket Lounge at Boston City Winery. Tell us some more about that.
Yeah, well, this is my first time to ever play in Boston.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, we keep every year we kind of keep getting further and further outside of Texas. So I haven't made it all the way to Boston yet. So I'm pretty excited. It's just gonna be an acoustic show. I'm gonna be telling stories and singing songs, and it's been interesting to hear, all my friends in Texas or fans wherever that say, I have a cousin who lives there, or I'm sending my friends, or I have people who love Texas country music there. So hopefully we get a lot of people there, especially for my first time there.
Oh, that's super exciting. Now, you have a song that's coming out in actually just a few weeks on November 1st called Don't Tell Daddy. Tell us a little more on that song.
Yeah, well, it's a song about voting, and it doesn't, tell you who to vote for, even though my dog is running for president. You get to meet her. But it's basically just about having your own opinion, and it's about a woman going to the polls to vote differently than her husband, and it says but don't tell daddy. But it's a fun rocking song, and just kind of encouraging people to get out and vote.
Oh, that's exactly what we need right now for sure. Now,
Yes.
what advice would you give to someone that may want to get into the music industry?
Don't do it. No, that's a joke. I've just been driving in this moving RV for 2 days. It's amazing, and I think it's really great lifestyle, and it's if you love to see the world, it's really awesome. I think just the main thing is you need to really stick in there because a lot of people told me, Eli Younggan told me it was 7 years before they started selling tickets, and I remember being like 3 years in, like what? And now I'm 15 years in and finally getting to do a lot of the things that I've always wanted to do. So just hang in there. It doesn't happen quick for most people. Some people it does, but most people it doesn't. So perseverance is key.
Absolutely, for sure. Now, where do you see yourself in your musical career in the next couple of years, Bree?
Well, COVID was kind of a giant setback. So we had to kind of start over after that. But I see myself getting even further playing outside of Texas more and more, playing back overseas like we were doing before COVID. So maybe becoming more of a national and international traveler with my music again, and playing bigger rooms and building the fan base and expanding. That's the goal.
For sure. Now, if you had the opportunity to go anywhere in the world and do a show that you have not been to yet, where would you go and why would you go there?
Ooh, well, I've never been to Italy, and I've oh, she's really in. My dog's really into her fans there. I've never been to Italy, and I'm a big foodie. I think Italy would be the place. That's where I want to go. I want to eat
Now,
pizza and pizza by day and country music by night.
you can't beat that, that's for sure.
Right.
Now, if you had
Exactly.
the opportunity to collaborate with any artist, whether they're with us today or not, who would you choose and why would you choose them?
Oh my gosh. Well, Johnny Cash and my grandma were second cousins. And
Oh,
so I kind
wow.
of feel a giant connection to him and his music. And I just love his voice so much and who he was as a person. And I feel like that musical, little crazy, a little Jesus-y running through my veins. So I think I would love to collaborate with Johnny Cash.
Now, what is something that people may not know about you that you might want to share with us today? Hidden talent, fun fact?
Well, I'm actually from New Mexico. I think a lot of people, because I'm like a Texas artist, they assume I'm from Texas, but I'm from the border of Mexico, Texas, and and New Mexico. And so I speak a little Spanish. I sing a little bit in Spanish every night. And so that's kind of a surprise to most people that I'm not a Texan.
Oh, that's funny for sure. Now people want to check you out. Where can they find you?
I am on any social media that you have, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok now, Twitter, and my website is breebagwell.com, and that has links to everything on there. So no matter how.
Uh-oh. So besides Boston, I know you said you were in Ohio right now. Where else are you heading to on this wonderful tour that you're doing?
We're going to Michigan and then back to Columbus. We're in Cleveland tonight, and then Kalamazoo, Michigan. Then we go down to the Carolinas, North and South Carolina, and then we're going to Atlanta, and then I'm going to drive. We're going to drive all the way back to Texas, hop on a plane, and then be in Boston, and then the next day. So then we do Boston, New York, Pennsylvania. So
Oh wow, that's amazing.
I
So
think
when
it's
you get
12
into
states.
Boston, wow. So when you get in Boston, are you gonna drive to New York and Pennsylvania?
Yes, we're gonna rent a car. I have this big RV that I travel in, and every one of my musician friends was like, "I think it'd be better to leave the RV in Texas and fly." So we're gonna rent a car, and then we're gonna drive around. So hopefully, we can even spend another day or two in Boston.
Oh, that's super exciting for sure. If you had one message to tell anybody that was listening right now, what would that message be?
Well, I think live music venues have been really struggling since COVID, and it's just really important to support the venues of this size. So a lot of people are still, they'll go take a big trip to do a big arena or something, but we're losing a lot of the medium-sized venues. So it's just important, even if it's not my show, if it's other shows, to just keep buying tickets.
And that's for really any artist, support all the artists and all the
Absolutely.
venues.
Yes,
Because that's what keeps them thriving is those tickets.
that's right.
So is there anything that I forgot to mention that you would like to mention before we head out today?
You did a great job, and we're coming out with a single, and we're on a big tour. But I have a podcast called Only Vans. If you're interested in listening to me chat with some of my music buddies down in Texas, check that out and get to know me and a bunch of our people in the music scene down there.
That's awesome. Bree Bagwell, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the Kayden Gordon Show. Today's Best Country Mix. We definitely appreciate your time and support and hope to have you on the show again real soon when you got
Thank
something new to
you.
talk about.
I love it. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.